Alright, so today we are diving into the part 1 of the Indian Constitution. The part 1 is the Union and its territories, covering the Article 1 to 4. It explains India's political map and how Parliament can redraw the state boundary. So we will start with the Article 1 and then cover the power of Parliament that cover Article 2 and 3 and then Article 4. Now moving forward with the Article 1, Clause 1 clearly declare India, that is Bharat, shall be the union of the state. This phrase union of the state is crucial for the two reasons. The first one is unlike USA, India Federation is not a result of the agreement among the states. Now, second one and the most important, this means that India, no state have right to secede, take away from the union. And what about the clause 3? That define the territory of the India that include the state, union territories and other territories that may acquire by India at any time. Now moving toward the article 2, this article give parliament power to admit state into the union to establish new state. The key thing is to remember that the article 2 deal with territories that are not already the part of the India. From this article 2 the parliament has two power here. The first one is to admit an already existing political unit. The second one is to establish a completely new state from the new territories. The admission of Sikkim into the Indian Union is a classical example of the Article 2 is in the action. Now moving forward with the Article 3, on the other hand deals with the internal reorganization of the existing state. This gives Parliament sweeping power can form a new state by separating territories, form a new existing one and unite two or more states, increase or decrease the area of the state, alter the state boundaries and even change the state names also. It's because of this extensive power that India often described as an indestructible union of destructible state. So from that statement, the union is permanent but the state boundaries are flexible. So how does the reorganization happen? So there is some specific procedure under the Article 3 to reorganization of the state. The step 1 is a bill of this purpose can only introduced in parliament with the president prior recommendation. The step 2, before making the recommendation of the president must refer the bill into the concerned state legislature for their views in a specific time frame. The step 3, the parliament is not bounded by the state legislature opinion. It can accept or reject the bill. Now the fourth and the last step is such a bill only need to pass by the simple majority in parliament, not by the special one. Finally, we have Article 4, which clarified two things. The first, it states that any law made under Article 2 and 3 is not to be considered constitutional amendment under Article 368. That simply means that changing the state boundaries can be done through the ordinary legislative procedure. However, there is critical limitation provided by the Supreme Court. In 1960 Berrio-Bariki Union case, the court felt that the parliament can alter the boundary. This power do not include ceding Indian territories to the foreign countries. To do that, a formal constitutional amendment under Article 368 is mandatory. Now moving forward with the evolution of the state and the union territories. India Independence Act of 1947 gave two options to the princely state. The first one is to join India and Pakistan and the second one is to stay independent. So after that the Junagadh, Kashmir and Hyderabad refused to join India or Pakistan and they want to become an independent state. So after the integration Junagadh became the part of the India after plebiscite, Kashmir after the instrument of accession and Hyderabad is after the police action by the Operation Polo. Reorganization of the state after the independence, growing demand from the different region for reorganization of the state on the linguistic basis. So finally at last we need to study on three commission or the committees to reorganization of the state on linguistic basis. The first one is S.K. Dhar Commission in June 1948 rejected the division on the linguistic line, recommended the state to be reorganized on the administrative convenience. After that The second committee name is JVP Committee in December 1948, rejected language as a basis for the reorganization of the state. But after the death of the Pottu Srinalu, the first linguistic state was formed whose name is Andhra Pradesh. Then after third commission was formed whose name is Fazal Ali Commission in December 1953, that is three-member committee rejected the theory of one language, one state. The State Reorganization 1956 and 7th Constitutional Amendment Act 1956, on the ground of this Reorganization Act and 7th Constitutional Amendment Act, the 14th state and the 6th union territory was created on that time. So it's all about the article 1 to 4 and the cases and the committee related to the union and the state. Thank you.